Hi, Hillcrest members. Today we are going to learn how to beat a pusher or how to beat a moonballer. Um, this is a very common question that we get here at the courts, and it's a difficult question to answer. Um, but there are a few things that we can a few tactics that we can implement in our play that would assist in trying to neutralize those moonballers. So, first off, moonballers hit that high, heavy ball to one push you back off of the baseline because they're trying to neutralize your strength, which would be to step in and take that ball early. They also do it. They'll do it to push you back so that they can come forward to the net. But mainly, it's a sabotage tactic that a lot of players use in order to neutralize their opponent. Now, one thing that we can do to neutralize their moonball is to make sure that you are making them move off of the court. So we've been recently been talking about, for example, if you're standing here, this is me, and my opponent is down here. Typically, if somebody is moonballing, it's because they're able to set up and hit that shot. Typically, they're not moonballing because they're out of position, although that is a strong possibility, but they're not going to be as effective. Okay, so what I mean by, let's see if I can step back here. So what I want to be doing is making my opponent take more steps away from the ball. So, you're trying to make them move off of the court, or you're going to make them hit here so that they have to move over. Typically, we're just hitting that ball right back to them so that they're able to do whatever they want. My rule of thumb that I like to think about is if I can make my opponents take 3 to 4 steps away from the ball, they're now going to be in the position where they're going to have to run. So they're not going to be able to hit the shot that they want. So a lot of the times when you have somebody moonballing you, it's because they're able to just kind of stay there and just hit that shot that they want to hit. So off the bat, you have to make them move. You can't wait throughout the point because then you're going to be pushed back further and further, and that gets extremely frustrating when you're on your back foot, you're stuck in the corner, you're climbing the fence. It's just an awful way to play tennis, and it sabotages your game. And then it kind of snowballs into a frustrating type of play. So first off, right off the bat, you've got to make them move. Make them take 3 or more steps away from that ball, away from the middle of the court, wherever they're standing. They have to take at least 3 or 4 steps away from the ball so that they are now moving, because a lot of players do not play well on the move. So they play well when they take 1 or 2 or 3 steps to the ball. That's easy because that's in their strike zone. You want to make them stretch so that they can't dictate play. So that's number 1, making them move, getting them out of their strike zone so that they can't hit that moon ball. Secondly, I think if you can, take it as an overhead. I would way rather miss the ball by going after it and taking it out of the air than getting frustrated and getting pushed back. Even if you miss it, you take it out of the air and you pop it right at the net person, and you hit it with a purpose. It's way better to miss that and let them psychologically know that you're not going to play that game. I remember specifically in a match that I played, it was right off the bat. I knew if she was going to do that, I was going to take it out of the air, and I did. And she never did it again. And she was notorious for moonballing back and forth. So I wasn't going to play that game. I can't play that game. I get too frustrated. The other thing you can do is take it as a swinging volley. And then another thing that you can do is if you're, if we'll show you on the whiteboard here. So if you're here and you're hitting moonball back, moonball down the line and make this person move. So you want to, moonball it down the line so that you make this back person move, and aim long on that so that you can, now you've put them on the move, which again, they can't moonball on the run. If they do, it's going to be short. So then you set your partner up at the net. So those are a few tactics and ideas to consider if you're going into a match, or even if they start doing it at the end of the match to, kind of retreat and try and sabotage your lead. So, but recognize the patterns of play that you're getting lured into, because those points can go really fast and you can get really frustrated very quickly, and then it snowballs into like I said, a frustrating pattern of play. So, but I think the main and most important point here is that you have, right off the bat, you have to make them move. They're gonna do well if you hit it right back to them, and that's what they want you to do, because they can moonball all day long. And so just really trying to, off of the return, off of the serve, really trying to make them move and make them stretch away from their contact point. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Good luck in your league matches, and we'll see you back next week.